Okay, welcome to our first tutorial series, PageWORX video number 1. So far we've covered a basic introduction to the work system, so if you didn't check that video out, you might want to. If you're one of those intro skippers, you haven't really missed too much, so you're just fine starting here. I'd like to cover just some basic terminology so that when we communicate about your site, we know what we're both talking about. Starting at the very top, this is the page title. It's an important element of the website for a number of reasons, including search engine optimization, which is a topic we'll be covering down the road in some future videos. The PageWORX system puts unique page titles on each page with a separator bar and then the site title after that. This is you manage all of this information, and we will show you how that's done in our next video. At the very top of the site, this is the header area, not to be confused with the head of the document, as in the HTML head, and we're going to be taking a peek at that from time to time as well. On the top right, we've got a global navigation. In this case, we have a contact us link and a sitemap link. Your site may have a login link up here. It may have a home link, or it may not have a global navigation at all. We're using a horizontal navigation bar on this site, shortened to navbar a lot of times. And your site may have it along the left side. It may possibly be over here on the right. It behaves the same either way, so you shouldn't have any trouble following along regardless of where it's situated on your site. We do have a header search on our demo site here, which you may or may not have. We use a custom search, so it actually searches your database rather than using Google. So if I was to type in "watch this," hey man, watch this, you can see it brings up our little homepage blurb and a link back to it. And you can also do some things with this search that we'll be covering in the next couple of tutorials. This would be referred to as a splash image. Again, you may or may not have such a thing on your site, but if I say something about a splash or a splash image, that's what I would be referring to. This was a temporary image on a site that I did for a client, and he said it made him want to play golf every time he looked at it. Okay, we've got a sidebar over here. In this case, it's on the right side of the page. It may be on the left side, depending on your site, or you may not even have a sidebar. We're pulling in some events on our demo site. Again, depending on your design specifications, this might be put to different purpose, but for our tutorial purposes, this should work just fine. Our main content area is down here. We've got for this item we have a headline here. Then underneath that we have a subhead, which is always optional. Then this would be labeled body on some of your content management forms. And then we'll scoot on down below to the footer of the site, and in the footer we've got something special that takes us to where we're going to have some fun. So hopefully I've piqued your interest there, and we will move on to the next tutorial.